Okay, so you know those little tracker things that track your calories?
Like an Apple Watch?
Like Apple Watch, but like sometimes you can wear them on your shoulder.
Okay.
He wore it on, he kept it on during sex, so I couldn't do it. I'm not a big ick person, but I was like, ain't no way you got this shit on during sex.
You gotta count them calories.
Why do you
girl.
got to count calories? Just
vibe,
adjust.
twin.
Yeah,
just vibe.
Just vibe. Like, just take that shit off. You're not counting these calories.
Was it like tight?
I got a great video for you guys here today that is in need of our dissection. All right. But let me start it off by saying this is that, listen, when you live the majority of your life in the utilization of your looks in lieu of talent, right? You're using that peanut butter skin to glide through the world and call it success at the end of it. When that attention from what you look like begins to dry up and then you lose subsequent positions either due to that or some type of turmoil that exists within your life, and when people either behind the scenes or yourself start to leak how it is that you move or your thoughts, your ideas, your ideologies, which are complete and utter garbage, then the only things left for you to either rage bait or to goon bait across the internet. Today's discussion involves none other than Joy Taylor in order to highlight this phenomenon. Now, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, who put together a solid video here, but we're going to slow down his take on it to be able to analyze it and break down this current modern train wreck. All right, let's get active on this one as we celebrate Christmas coming soon. Without further ado.
Ever since Joy Taylor got fired from Fox Sports and that whole big saga with Emmanuel Acho and all that clapping scandals, she hasn't been the same Joy Taylor. Like, she's not making as much money. She's not on sports shows. She's just not that good. But she has been relevant, at least when it comes to attention seeking. You see, Joy Taylor still is showing up to podcasts where she's able to speak more freely. And sometimes she speaks too freely.
You're on apps?
Oh, never.
You've never
I went
been
on Raya once just because I was nosy. I had no type of intention to actually use it.
To give it a couple swipes?
I just wanted to be like, what's this about? I deleted it in one day. I was like,
Raya
this
is
is stupid.
I actually did date someone when I was on Raya. Don't get excited. I'm not on there anymore. It was during COVID. I was trying anything. I did.
So you use the apps?
I did. I did for a short during COVID.
Okay.
And I'm it's about me. So
It was blanked out, but you can read at the top what she just said. Let's proceed.
it was a really hard time. And I was in studio, so I never stopped working.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't like
So,
all
like,
these
the
people who were like,
sports?
LA was the best. Like, okay. Like I was at work.
He was watching Tiger King.
Yeah, I was watching Tiger King too, but I'm not. Listen, I was grateful to be working. To be clear,
Okay, so in this context, Joy Taylor is talking about what happened with her, obviously, during COVID. So Joy Taylor is, if I'm not mistaken, she's from like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So that's where she is from, all right? Her brother, obviously, was Jason Taylor. So there we go with that. However, here is the situation with Joy Taylor. She would go in and talk about more of this situation.
Okay, so you know those little tracker things that track your calories?
Like an Apple Watch?
Like Apple Watch, but like sometimes you can wear them on your shoulder.
Okay.
He wore it on, he kept it on during sex, so I couldn't do it. Because why?
Ick.
I'm not a big ick person, but I was like, ain't no way you got this shit on during sex.
You gotta count them calories.
Why do you
girl.
got to count calories? Just
vibe,
adjust.
twin.
Yeah,
Just vibe.
Vibe. Like, just take that shit off. You're not counting these calories.
Was it like tight?
Yeah, like you wear it on your shoulder. You wear it like
Was
here.
he like a big?
No,
This big old dude.
He was in
like
really good shape. Like you don't need this moment.
That's.
I'm like grabbing your arms in this thing. Yeah,
Did
it was.
you tell him? You told him you didn't like it.
I'm bad at that.
He would have been like, okay.
What am I supposed to be like? Hey,
Hey,
this
do
is
you
mad
mind?
weird that you wear this calorie
mind?
tracker while we're.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that could work.
But
I'm getting better.
Maybe a
What?
little nicer than that. Hey, I don't really like that.
So I think it's
So, hey, I
weird.
don't really like that.
I mean, I could just do that. I could be better at doing those things.
So you just stop talking to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I do that. I used to do that too, but like not for like icks. I just was like, Okay.
Yeah, I'm not like, I'm not a huge ick. I'm not somebody who's like, this is an ick, that's an ick, but that was an ick.
Let me see.
Okay. From sports analyst to sex analyst is actually pretty crazy and represents the downfall of what many of these modern women will go into, considering what they think is going to be popular amongst female audiences. This is the same playbook from Ghislaine, Akash Singh's wife. This is the same playbook of the Call Her Daddy podcast. They become vulgar representations of what was the image that was painted for them. In Akash's situation, he painted his wife with like a gloss of every man would want her. Unjoy Taylor, Fox News, painted her with like a professional brush, but give them their own platforms within their own podcasts with their own ideologies that's not written off of a teleprompter, and all they have is 304 speak with vulgar ass mouths. But good thing that the game has evolved and it's valuing talent over whole projection, because the majority of their audience are just not impressed with these women selling the same tired and true all stories about being in the streets. The script is old, the market is saturated, and it actually kind of reminds me of that Ciara video that she released, I think it was like a year or so ago, where she was talking about essentially running the streets while being married to Russell Wilson for like 5 years at that point. Her female audience is like, Ciara, we tired of hearing about this dot 304 in the street shit. Tell us how to get a man.
So Joy Taylor had a guy that she met on Raya. Now, again, this goes to show you that if she was doing what she was doing at Fox Sports, it was just cheek clapping. Like, nobody took her seriously. Not the producers, not anybody. So she had to go to Raya, a dating app. Now, Raya is famous for its secrecy, high profile users, celebs, creatives, influencers. And it has a very strict vetting process, all right? And it requires member referrals and committee approvals for entry. It's kind of like a velvet rope for a curated program. But now, let me just talk about this.
It's not that strict. I got buddies of mine who aren't high profile that are currently on it. They're not even making 6 figures a year and they're currently on it.
All right, number one, Raya, if you meet somebody on there, that person is not broke. That person is somebody else. No, that person is somebody. People sneak in. That was successful, already making money, but he wanted to, count his calories while he was clapping her cheeks. I mean, it is weird, but it's not a reason why you would break up with somebody. Like if most dudes, if a woman wanted to put on a cheek clapper calorie monitor while we're clapping, we're not going to break up with her. All right. But she broke up with the guy. He's no longer seeing her. Okay. And then you went from a guy who was doing good on Raya to this.
It's the youngest to the oldest. Like, what's your range?
Damn, I'm telling myself right now. I would say right now, at my age right now. Yeah, I would not date younger than 25, 26.
That's a
Why
good one.
you laugh?
Why is that funny?
No, because I thought she was going to be on
I thought you would say-
I thought she was going to be
Yeah.
on some like 35 to 57.
Me too.
Oh no! I mean, I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm not gonna get up here and lie. Okay, young men are very aggressive.
Now you're over here talking about,
Getting them cheeks.
They don't care how old I am.
Crizacked.
I want to date young dudes now.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. No problem. We're going to even go furthermore in to see how down bad she is.
We don't want to eat. I want to be able to sit across from you and have a conversation. I do not do awkward. So if we're sitting anywhere at the most beautiful restaurant in the world and you can't carry on a conversation, I don't want to be there. And the main reason is I can afford to eat at this beautiful restaurant by myself. And I like my own company. The only thing that a man can do for me is love me, show up as yourself, be authentic. If we're going for a walk with coffee, great. If we're going to a beautiful, expensive restaurant where you're buying a $2,000 bottle of wine, wonderful. I love expensive wine.
All right. Well, make sure you buy me an expensive wine,
That's
thousands
cheap.
of dollars, and then listen to this.
And we have a great conversation, even better. I don't care. Like, there are things I don't want to do. I don't want to go to your house. I'm not going to your house. Movies are okay, but they got to be paired with like dinner, like some time to talk. We're not going to church. I'm not going to meet your family. But other than that, I just think that you should just be creative. Listen to what I want to do. If I tell you my window is 10 a.m. on a Monday, I guess we're going to coffee. That's the window that you got.
So now she's saying, look.
The more that she talks, the more unlikable that she is. And the more that she talks, the more that I believe the allegations against her. These women that are super super sexual within the way that they speak about something. You could tell that they prioritize the young stroke game over loving or showing adoration for a man that she respects, right? They often take the wounded masculine role within a relationship and are fine with that. These represent the boss bee modern woman of society. And for all of the MTRs out there that are doing their thing professionally, just understand that these are the loudest examples that represent you. Please don't embody what a Joy Taylor represents. When you embody non-cooperation with a wounded masculine physique, your destination is alone and aging. And if you're an internet personality, you're going to be scrambling for relevance online.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now.
You might as well just get used to growing old with your colony of cats from right now, all right? Being a dog shepherd into the future. But I find it interesting is that when you remove these media figures without the big brands behind them and you leave them to their own devices to make content, barely anybody watches. Let's go.
Whatever I want you to do, you just need to go ahead on and do it, because my availability is important. So you better be important. You better be willing to do what I need you to do, or else. All right, you better be there. When I say jump, you better say how high. You better say it. No doubt about it. You better be saying it. Now, here's where this is a problem. All right, because now in 2025, you're not getting them same dudes. And now you're talking about, well, you know what? These dudes don't care how old I am. Yeah, because in 2020, your ass was 33. Now you're 38. And so I'm going to tell you what happens. Ladies out there, listen up, okay? I'm 44, all right? I'm on Raya, assuming. I'm on there. I'm seeing what's up. I see your ass on there. You looking good, right? You 33. Cool. I meet you, but by whatever means, if I hear you talking, you're telling me that, you know, you got all these rules, bad issues in the past, you know. So I see you there, you looking good. You trying to make me feel like I need to pay for all the problems you had in your life. You're very picky, you're very particular, and you're 33. Yeah, I could put up with it. 38. It depends how much I like you. But however particular you are, you gotta make up for it in another way. All right, I'm gonna tell you how most men are, not just me, but for me, I don't have no problem dating nobody my age. The problem is this: if you can't make up for it, most dudes will not take it off you because you are their same age. Like, why would I not take this off of you? And I don't have to. I could deal with somebody who is like a few years younger, right? I can deal with somebody that has more upside. Your upside is already there, okay? For you know, you're not gonna change. Your worldview is not gonna change. So now I'm not dealing with upside. I'm dealing with, man, she's annoying. Damn, I gotta get away from her. Damn, I'm gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's
I do.
About. And so now what happens
and let me try to explain it a little bit more my terms. I refer to this as a multivariate equation. All right, now hear me out. I'm not gonna get too complicated, but it's like when a man is looking at a woman, right? Generally, we are looking at fit, feminine, and friendly, your age, and also what you look like. Now, if she's younger, thinner, beautiful, I'm talking about like a 9 or a 10, right? You are way more willing to put up with maybe not as friendly, maybe not as feminine, because you're like, okay, well, how much is she in cooperation with? Because some of these things you know, we could walk the line of that. Some of these things can be learned over time, but the equation vastly changes if you hold everything the same. Maybe you increase the age up to my age. If she's got kids, she's totally, at least for me, she's totally off the chopping blocks to consider seriously, like, for a relationship. But if you're my same age and this is your behavior, right? Like, it don't even matter if you were 8, 9, or 10, like all of that goes out the window. The equation, at least for me, doesn't substantiate the result that I am looking for.
Overplay your leverage. You have a guy that want to deal with you. Of course, never gonna be perfect. There's people that do stuff all the time I don't like, but that's what being in business is about, or being in a relationship is about. It's about making it work. Not everybody's gonna be perfect. Oh, well, he does that, I'd let him go. Okay, great. Now you dating somebody who's 25 to 35. Oh, they be trying to talk to me. And yes, I bet you they ain't taking you to spend no $2,000 for wine, though. I bet you paying that. I bet you ain't got as much leverage as you have. Somebody want to be with you. I bet you that's different. I bet you that's different now. Okay? And so a lot of times you see these women misplay their leverage all the time. And it is so insane that y'all do this. Like, I just don't get it. But look at her now. She's completely down bad. She's completely down bad. Like, if you look at her now, I'm talking about Joy Taylor. What is Joy Taylor now? Like, this is completely down bad. Like, nobody want to deal with you. You had to, and not even that. You was going on to Raya to get clapped because nobody was dealing with you.
Right?
That's the problem. You was already getting clapped. So guys, what do you think?
All right. Shout out to O'Shea, but I can't help but agree, right? To see her overt sexualization within all of these talking points, to see her nasty attitude and behavior and her disrespect of men after producing content for a network who are majority male audience is absolutely insane. And women like this, they establish their ego with kind of what it is that they do for a living. So chances are being let go in the way that she was. And, you know, we have yet to find out more information about, you know, the court case or what's going to be happening to it. It probably greatly impacted her. Now, if she was on Raya while at Fox Sports, I can only guess now she's down in these Tinder slums looking for a new back cracker. All right, though, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. But I think, like, when I think about, right, like what it is that she represents, this is why I always try to communicate to the fellas that are watching is that when you recognize, and you have to become an expert in recognizing bad behavior, you have to walk away from this immediately. Don't even give women like this access, because they thrive in chaos. They thrive in drama. They thrive in shaking up your world. They thrive in putting a thumb up under you or putting you up under their boot. Reserve them only for a short time. Never get your emotions caught up into it. You ain't going to change them. You ain't going to fix them. But you know what will fix them? The market. They tend to always bang on that wall. And as a man, if you've made good decisions, you're going to be thriving with peace, structure, and legacy around you. But just understand, when they upload that video talking about their regrets or mistakes that they made early off in life, come back to the channel, because I'm definitely going to review it, all right? So let me know what y'all think down in the comment box down below. I appreciate y'all for stopping through. I love y'all, and I'll see you very, very soon. Until next time, peace.
So without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound with his MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.